by Canada and Great Britain.
And there you can see the start list of the next A final in the men's double sculls. We have Switzerland, France, Moldova, Belgium, Germany, and Ireland lining up to see who's world champion.
And we join this race a couple of 100 meters in, the under-23 men's double sculls A final. France with a quick start, Germany running with them. These are the early stages of the race. So these athletes will shoot off the starting block in what's called a starting sequence. So they'll decide with each other how many strokes they'll take super high to get the boat up to speed, when they'll start to lengthen out to set into a more, heartbreak for the French. Will they recover? Lost oar there for the bow seat, Johan Lamarille in this tailwind. It's tricky, Andrea, isn't it, in the wind?
It absolutely is. The wind can sometimes push you off your rhythm there, but really impressed how the athlete just grabbed onto his blade again and kept going. No doubt they've practiced that. Accidents happen, and it's still early days in the race here. They're still in contention here, riding level with Belgium.
Yeah, fantastic recovery from that slip-up for Johan Lamarille of France in the bow seat. And as they move through the first quarter of the race, we'll have times coming through at the 500 in just a moment, but it's not looking like it's cost them too much.
You can imagine the adrenaline that you would get from this. And it is Germany first, followed by Moldova, Belgium, and France really recovering well and getting back onto their rhythm, taking that bad stroke, putting it behind them. Still a lot of race and runway left.
Yeah, it's certainly not what you want, is it? But it can be hyper motivating to find that extra level of adrenaline to try to make up for the mistake. France, well, they're running fourth, so they'll need to put in a bit of pressure to try to get in contention to be back on the podium. The 19-year-old stroke seat, well, that's Samuel Arc of France. He took silver in the junior men's double last year at the World Rowing Championships in Plovdiv.
Pressing down through the 750 here. It continues. Now it is Moldova. No, it's Germany. No, it's Moldova in the lead. Blow for blow here as these boats come down the course. Barely anything between them. And just behind Moldova and Germany, Belgium and France contending with each other here. Each trying to make sure that they stay in contact, and look at that strong rhythm there from a crew from Ireland. Ireland certainly does have a sprint too in them, don't they?
Yeah, they do. We love watching the Irish sprint, and there's just fantastic support from Team Ireland here in Lago di Varese. You're looking at the bow of this French combination. Little bit of a hiccup at the start, but they've recovered quite nicely. Just cruising by them. Well, that's Moldova, and then a look at the full field as the times roll in for halfway. Big second quarter for Moldova. Belgium running second, back to Germany. France unable to get back into the top three. Still some time left. That's just the halfway.
Absolutely, just the halfway. It's downhill from here as the athletes move into the second half of this race here. They're going to be looking to apply a little bit more pressure here. This is where the pain really sets in if you haven't done it before, but the adrenaline is absolutely pumping. They will have practiced this type of rowing under pressure before. They'll have a plan, they'll have a strategy, and now it's time to execute. Stay calm and get ready for that 1,500-meter turning of the dial.
Yeah, this Moldovan combination, Luca and I were able to meet on World Rowing's Facebook Live when we walked through the boat park just the other day. And Luca Borghini and I, if you know him, I'm sure you do if you're from Team Italy, we had the chance to chat, and we said, you know, what's your race strategy in the next round? And truly they said, it's get out ahead, stay ahead, and their only secret is hard work.
France slipping behind, but there comes the Irish, not content to settle for anything less. They have overhauled Germany here as they go up to 37. They want to be heard. They want a seat in the conversation here as the meters start to tick by and they hurtle towards the 1,500-meter mark.
Moldova then overhauled by Belgium in the third 500. Just 5 meters separating these crews. Team Ireland looking to get back onto the podium, which means France slips into 5th. So much heart from the Belgium Erin Andries in the stroke seat. Tristan van den Bussche in the bow, in the hunt for the gold. Final 500 meters.
Final 500 indeed, less than 9 meters in between first and second. A little bit of work for third, but the Irish refuse to give up their third place, pushing through here and in fact eating up the lead between them and Moldova here. Belgium continues to be in the lead.
That's the backs of the French combination. They'll be just heartbroken to have had that upset at the start and not quite able to get themselves into medal contention. Belgium, well, they'll be pretty happy if they're able to maintain this pace as they charge through the final 25-30 strokes of their race. Belgium on their way to capture the under-23 men's double sculls gold medal, the end of their season, the culmination of so much hard work as they come charging. Quickest moving boat on the course at the moment, although Germany trying to take some kind of a push. I'm afraid the Germans have run out of time. It is Belgium with an open water advantage over this combination from Moldova. Ivan Korzunava and Alexander Bulat. Great effort for Moldova. And then not at all shocking to see a fantastic sprint from Ireland. Conan Pazier in the bow seat gives a shout and a wave. Brian Kolsch in stroke.
Yes, that Irish combination likes to give us a bit of a show here, going from 6th at the 500 to a bronze medal. Germany runs 4th.
A replay then, some of the